Aloha! We're here today to talk about something that very few of us ever want to talk about, and there are some good reasons why we do need to talk about this. Today I'm going to describe and compare the difference between 3 different sanitary napkins and their properties. This all came about, the creator of this anion Love Moon sanitary napkin is Mr. Chun, who lives in Hong Kong. Mr. Chun is a very wealthy man. In fact, he's the 3rd most generous man on the planet when it comes to humanitarian giving. Last year he created 20 ambulances, and he opens hospitals and schools all over the world. He's a very generous, a very wealthy man. His mother died of cervical cancer, and because even all his wealth couldn't help her, so he decided that he wanted to find out what it was that was creating so much more infection and cancer and other kinds of problems that women are having. So he put his research and development team together, and he found out that the most common cause of bacterial and fungal infections is exposure to fungus and bacteria and viruses, as well as exposure to perfumes and dyes and laundry soap and chemicals, that sort of thing. So he set about to find out how it was that women were becoming infected, and his findings were actually surprising. He found that sanitary napkins just aren't sanitary, that feminine hygiene products, that women are literally reinfecting themselves every month for 5 to 7 days out of the month. So how does that happen? We're going to take the #1 leading brand of sanitary napkin, the Daytime. I'm not going to tell you the brand because you don't need to know. They're all the same, pretty much. But you'll see that this is wrapped in a plastic wrapper, okay? And you open it up, and it's very accessible. It's open. There's a tape here, but what do you do with a sanitary napkin when you buy it at the store? You bring it home, you put it under your bathroom sink, and what's under there? There are chemicals under there. There's outgassing from the chemicals. The bathroom is, what, 12 square feet if you're lucky, if you live in a big house? The toilet gas, when the toilet flushes, that's 20 feet that it reaches, the stuff from the toilet. Everybody comes in and takes a shower. At least one person lives in the house and takes a shower at least once a day. The shower puts mist in the air, which breeds bacteria and fungus and mold and mildew and other kinds of viruses that come about. So you put this in the box or plastic wrap. Most of these containers, you'll see when you go to the store, you open it, it's open. There's no kind of reclose. And so you open it up, and there it is, and it's taking in everything that's in the bathroom already. So it's already loaded with bacteria before you open it. So then you go to the bathroom, and you do what we do in the bathroom, and you change your napkin in the bathroom. And having changed your napkin, you get up and wash your hands before you put your new pad on, right? Not me, not me. So you open it up, and you put it on your panty, and you load it up with bacteria. You got to make it stick. Now, I don't know what the numbers are, but I know that on the pad of my thumb, there's 150 living microorganisms at any one time. And that's after I've washed my hands. What happens after I've gone to the bathroom and changed my other pad? So we've loaded it up with bacteria. Then we put this bacteria-laden, very absorbent piece of fabric at the core of our being and sit on it and incubate it for 5 to 7 hours or however long it takes before it starts to run down your leg. How is it any wonder that we're reinfecting ourselves on a daily basis? Now, the second most purchased brand in the United States is the natural one, the tampon or the pad that it comes without chlorine bleach, perfume-free, plastic-free, biodegradable, extra soft cover, natural materials. It's all natural. It's in a biodegradable box. And you see that even as I reach in to pull out one, I can't help but infect the others as I do so. And the box is usually made out of recycled cardboard, so it's permeable, and there's no way of closing it. So there's the cotton natural one. Alternatively, we have the anion Love Moon. They come in 3 different sizes. I'm going to choose the one that's the same capacity as these, the Daytime pad. And you'll see that this is in a resealable container. This has been opened many times. And then I pull it out. This is food-grade aluminum. I pull it out. I can reseal the container and put it back wherever I'm going to put it. And then as I open this, It's taped here, and it's also hermetically sealed so that you can hear me ripping it open. There's nothing, no one has touched this. There are no germs been able to enter. You know what's under the bathroom sink besides chemicals or critters? I don't know about you guys, but in Hawaii we have critters go in all the dark and nooks and crannies, and they leave their calling cards behind. So that's even more bacteria and virus that's being introduced. So, by the way, all of these products are 80% biodegradable, so we're not leaving a large carbon print either. So I open this up, and I do the same thing with this one. The difference here is secret weapon. Little secret weapon of this little anion or negative ion strip that holds 6,000 units of negative ions. Now, you can go to the website, you can Google negative ions, and you'll see there's a lot of research that shows you that negative ions kill bacteria, fungus, viruses, and eliminates odors, among many other things that negative ions do. We'll talk more about the negative ion strip. If you go to the website that this video is on, it's called WinaliteTestimonials.com. There are a lot of testimonials about how people are using these negative ion strips. So even though I load this up just the same as I do the others, this negative ion strip will kill 99.9% of the bacteria or any other thing that I put on it. So it's been said that a woman secretes about 50 cc's a day during her menses. So I'm going to load these up with 50 cc's of liquid. And notice, let's just see how I do this. Obviously, we're not going to do it this quickly as we wear our pads. Yes, we do. You know how that goes. You can see there's blue water going in. I'm showing you that for a reason. And then I'll load the others up at 50 cc's, one by one. Mr. Chun's research showed that this isn't news to the people who have been building sanitary napkins for us for all these years, that it's well known that women are reinfecting themselves on a daily basis, and it's been convenient to let it be. Also, if you don't have these under the bathroom sink, if you have them in your purse, or wherever we keep them, in the car perhaps, in that little box beside yourself in the car, what else is in there? Pennies, gum, candy, wrappers, whatever's in there is all exposing our sanitary napkins to things that aren't quite so sanitary. Now I want to show you, you can see that these are, see the drip? That's what we're afraid of on a daily basis. So this is, there's losing quite a few cc's there of our liquid. Okay. But you notice how these are still blue and this one's completely white? Where did the liquid go? I'm going to tell you more about that in a minute. But first I want to show you a fun little trick here. If I take a dry paper towel and press it down here, it's like a swimming pool. Let's do it on this one. Again, swimming pool. Now I'm going to take my dry hand, so I don't get it from the top. Actually, my hand isn't quite dry. But this is as dry as dry. I can push on all the places and it comes up dry. So that's the first half of our demonstration. We're going to make the second half now so we can get it both on the site. So I'll be back in just a minute. Thank you.